I first started playing tennis probably when I was around 3 years old, or just about however long it took me to be able to hold a racket. My whole family plays tennis. My mom always has, my older sister did, so as soon as I could make it out onto the courts with them, that's when I was playing tennis. I grew up playing other sports as well. I played basketball starting in 5th grade, and through my freshman year of high school, I played basketball. And then I also tried volleyball, only in 8th grade. That was fun, but not really my sport. And I was a big softball player ever since I was little. Always did the T-ball and the 8U coach pitch leagues, and I played softball till I was about 12. I was drawn to St. Mary's at first because of the connection with Notre Dame, being right across the street. My whole family are big Notre Dame fans, so we always love going to the football games and cheering them on. But my older sister also went to St. Mary's, and that was a huge draw for me. So I was lucky because I got to go on all of her college visits with her, and we got to kind of like write pros and cons to all the different campuses we visited, and the community and the close-knit, like small campus feel of St. Mary's really, really appealed to me. I felt very comfortable here, like straight from the beginning. When I think of St. Mary's, my first thought is definitely just the community. So if I were to describe St. Mary's in one kind of phrase, I would call it like an eternal slumber party, because you're constantly surrounded with amazing girls. Everyone's uplifting and encouraging to each other, and just the support system throughout the campus from faculty and staff, professors, coaches, everyone involved it's just amazing. Being a Division III athlete at St. Mary's, I'm able to play tennis, but also study nursing. And nursing is a very difficult major to have, especially at this school. There's always clinical experiences off campus that require us to drive multiple times a week to pre-assess and then have our long clinical days. And sometimes that is difficult to come back and have a 2-hour practice afterwards, but St. Mary's makes it possible, and that's one of my favorite parts about being a D3 athlete, is that neither sports nor academics really demands all of my time. I'm able to divide it really well, and it actually helps me manage my time better to be busy and have these obligations. So I really appreciate the teamwork between my professors and my coaches, and they help work through my schedule and match that with the practice and the match schedules as well. Outside of tennis and academics, I'm involved in an organization called Friends with Sisters, where students are able to pair up with one nun at the convent on campus. And there are different events throughout the year, mostly around the holidays. So we have a Halloween party, a Valentine's Day party, different little Thanksgiving or Christmas celebrations. And basically once a week I go to the convent and visit Sister Mary and Daniel, and we spend maybe an hour together just chatting, talking about our day. She has kind of her own routine with some physical therapy and getting her hair done once a week, so sometimes I accompany her to her little trips downstairs for those activities, but for the most part, getting to discuss life through the eyes of a nun is really, really interesting, and it also helps to be surrounded by nurses that work at the convent, and that kind of shows me a little bit of the diversity of the nursing program as well, and there's so many different jobs that I could go into, so I like to see how they interact, especially with my nun, because she does have dementia, so it's different every time I go in there to talk to her. We have similar conversations, but there's always little fun twists to each visit. Being a team captain this year for the tennis team really means that I want to be someone that everyone on the team is comfortable approaching about anything, not just tennis related, not just about the energy level at practice or anything like that, but I mean relationships outside of athletics or academic issues, study tips, anything like that. I want to be the one that my teammates feel comfortable coming to for anything, but also I like that I'm held responsible for keeping a level of respect and intensity on the court as well. This summer, I plan to go to Uganda. It's a study abroad opportunity specific to education and nursing majors. So for me, I will get to have the opportunity to work in a clinic in Uganda. And I'm really excited because this program is really run and organized by the Sisters of the Holy Cross. So we get to live with the sisters, cook with them, sleep in the same building as them, go to Mass every day, and then also get to display the skills and the education that we've learned here and apply that to a whole new culture, a whole new community. One thing that I love about St. Mary's is the close sense of community, and I think that I love that so much because I come from a very close-knit family. Like I mentioned before, my older sister Monica went to St. Mary's, so she has been such a great role model for me. But also, we come from the same roots with parents that support us in everything that we do. Our younger brother loves to cheer us on, and we support him back. And having this campus right here, not too far from my home, really creates a great base for my family to come and continue that support. And I know that when my dad was dropping us off for college, one thing that he told my mom on the way home was that every dad should be proud to send his daughter to St. Mary's because it's one of the safest and best places for a young woman to really grow. My name is Megan Davy. I'm a nursing major with a bio minor and a member of the tennis team. Go Bells!